for the last time on TikTok. Here is your host, Bobby McHenry. Oh, sagging, sagging, sagging chat. All right. Well, thank you so much, chat. Welcome to. Hold on. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody had a great day today. Today is Sunday, September 4th. Happy Sunday evening. We have a wonderful show for y'all tonight. Um, we're doing good. Okay, cool. So we have a wonderful show for y'all tonight. This will be our last installment of the show. I'm gonna go sagging. Um, but yeah. So this is our last and final show of the TikTok version. Uh, Before I continue on, if you are new, if this is your first time watching the show, go up here, hit that follow button, so you can be notified when I post, even though I won't be posting on this account after tonight. But still follow, just in case, And go up here if you want to become part of the TBMS team or family. Go up here, hit that orange heart right there. So you can become a part of the membership, a part of the team, about family. And this has been a late night talk show that I have been doing for the last 4 seasons or 6, if you yeah. Um, oh yeah. Well, actually, the last 4, because the last 4 was actually well, okay. So hold on. Before I get into the monologue and whatever else we're gonna talk about, I just wanna just kind of like give you like a quick backstory or a quick history on the first 2 seasons of the show on TikTok. So the first 2 seasons was terrible. I'm not going to lie to y'all. The first 2 seasons was terrible. They were cringy. They were disappointing. They were just terrible. Like my performance, I really didn't take the show at that time. I didn't really take it serious. As I have been doing these last 4 seasons. So ever since season 3, I've been taking the show serious ever since then. But those 4 seasons, they were terrible. Like I said, I didn't really take those first 2 seasons like serious, or I didn't really take it like for like real. I didn't really like my whole like performance, my whole I never interviewed anybody for the first 2 seasons. I was just goofing around. I was really just playing around. Just I don't know. I really didn't take those 2 seasons, those first 2 seasons for real. And looking back on it, all I can say is I honestly, no, looking back on it, all I can say is that I should have done better or did better, and you know, like looking back on it, I just wish I took those first 2 seasons um, and kind of did or did better. Um, so with that being said, those first 2 seasons was, like I said, terrible. Thank you for the roses, Jackson. So those first 2 seasons was terrible. Like if y'all go back and watch them on YouTube, like you will see like what I'm talking about. Those were those was terrible. Like I said, I never interviewed. I never took those 2 seasons seriously. I never really like okay, like my whole like mindset during that time I was just really I don't know. Okay. Think of it as when Conan uh who's a big inspiration to me, a big, mentor. At least I uh think he is. Well, obviously he is a mentor. So he's a big inspiration to me, a big inspiration, a big mentor to me. And he's really the main reason why I want to become uh, as famous as he is, and like you know his comedic timing, his humor, his wit, his charm, just everything about him. I just want uh I don't know. I wish I could be more like him. But you know. But yeah. So anyway, back to the story. So think of it as those first 2 seasons. Think of it as when Conan took over the late night show from David Letterman in 1993. And when NBC put him on that, I think it was like 13-week notice or whatever. And they was going to cancel him and replace him with somebody else. So think of it as like that. So those first 2 seasons, what? Those first 2 seasons for me, I like to kind of like what's the word? Kind of like geared towards that like comparison, if that makes sense. So like I said, so compare it to like I said when Conan got the late night show back in 1993 from David Letterman, and he, NBC, you know, put him on that was it 13-week notice or whatever, or not notice, but on what you call it, on a 13-week trial, not notice. I'm sorry. And due to ratings at the time, he wasn't doing good, but he's actually the longest running host of that franchise of that time period, 16 seasons, over 2,000 episodes. He's the longest running host of that franchise. But anyways, he but yeah yeah. So NBC, you know yeah. So they gave him what was it, like 13 weeks to to kind of do better, and if Conan wasn't gonna do or improve the ratings or his performance on the show, that they was going to cancel him and replace him with somebody else. So basically, the way how I look at it, my first 2 seasons on TikTok is basically like that. If if I was like really doing it like on TV, if that makes sense. um, yeah. So like I said, Conan has been a big inspiration, inspiration, just a mentor. At least in my ear, at least he is to me. He's been a huge mentor to me. Comedically, and inspirationally, he's been like I said. I love everything he's did in the 28 years he's been on TV. Like I said, from his sketches, his remotes, his comedy, his wit, his charm, everything about him I just admire and I respect about him. And when he left late night in 2021, that kind of uh, made me sad. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, he's been a true inspiration to me, and for my show. and since he's not on late night no more, it's kind of I don't know. It still doesn't feel right to me. But he does have a podcast. Y'all can go check that out. Conan O'Brien is a friend. Check that out. And he does the HBO Max show. You know, y'all can go check that out. Free plug. Conan, there you go. If he's watching, probably not. But yeah. So Conan. Like I said, big respect to Conan. Like I said, he's like I said, an inspiration to me, and I really respect him, admire him, and yeah. Um, so with that being said, we have a great show for y'all tonight. As y'all, this is our final show on TikTok, and we have a great guest coming on. Sorry about that. We have a great guest coming on in a second here. He's going to be coming on the show. This will be actually his first time on the show. And he's actually watching right now, so y'all give him a follow. The Late Talk Show. He's a good friend of the show. And he does the same thing I do, but better. So I highly do recommend go follow him. Yeah. So and check out his show. He does a fantastic job. Like I said, he does a wonderful job, better than me. But I'm still learning, so it's cool. But yeah, so he's gonna be coming on, and we're gonna catch up, and whatnot, see what he's got in store, with his show and stuff like that. Any like upcoming guests or any plans in the future, whatever the case might be. We're gonna talk with him about that. And then we have another returning guest, Brian Cooper, who is a WWE superstar diva. This will be her third appearance tonight. So she's gonna be coming on, and yeah. So again, if this is your first time watching, go up here, hit that follow button. We're gonna go ahead and start the show right now. So again, if this is your first time watching, thank you so much for watching, and hit that follow button if you wanna follow me for more. Hit that orange heart at the top.